Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If we haven't met yet, my name is Alina, I'm an author and I post videos about books and writing for the most part. Today I'm more focused on books and reading than books and writing, and I'm discussing with you my TBR list for Spookathon. I got the taste of readathons and I found this really cool Spookathon on Lala's channel, and I would link to her channel and the other organizers in the description down below. Last time I took part in a bookathon, it really helped me. I read a lot, I was really happy with myself, and I thought I should try again. The reason I chose Spookathon is because it focuses on thriller and spooky things, and as you know, or might not know, it depends whether you've seen my live streams or not, I've been toying with this idea of a thriller mystery kind of story centering on a serial killer investigation that takes place in Romania with the help of an FBI agent, and I thought I should read more thrillers and more mysteries. I used to read quite a lot of them as a kid. I used to devour Agatha Christie as a child, and I want to get back into it. So for the purpose of this Spookathon, one of the main challenges was to read thrillers, so I thought it was a perfect fit, a match made in heaven, if you will. I chose these books partly on my own, partly with the help of my friend Alina, who you've seen around my social media quite a lot, who is a big thriller fan and sort of a bit of a horror fan. The thing is, I'm a bit of a scaredy cat, so I tried not to choose things that are too scary, because then I wouldn't read them. Of the 5 books I've selected, well, it's 4 books with a stretch goal of 5, and of these 2 are audiobooks and the rest are ebooks. So I have their pages open for details, and I will just show you the covers somewhere here on the screen while I talk about the books. So let's get started. There are 5 challenges in this Spookathon, and the whole point is to read but keep it casual, so you could just pick 1 or 2 books that fit all the categories or pick more. I chose initially 4 books that cover all challenges, and then I added another one just in case I could read 5, because it would be nice to read 5 challenges, 5 books. So let's get started with this TBR. The first challenge was obviously to read a thriller, and the book I've chosen is Relentless by Dean Koontz. And the thing is, other than being a thriller, the title, as you see here for the audiobook which I have, is written in a very orangey red, so it could work for the orange challenge as well, which we will get to in a bit. Relentless is about a book critic who can destroy authors and kill their careers, and apparently that's not the only thing he's willing to kill. So I think it would be a really interesting read as an author, and maybe I will not have too many nightmares about literary critics coming to kill me because I've written such a poor book. Anyway, moving on. The second challenge in the Spookathon is to read a book with a spooky name in the title, and I went with Dark Days by Sarah Hall. This is a book that's sitting on my Kindle pretty much. I don't know where I picked it. I think it was a freebie on Amazon or somewhere. I thought the book was super interesting, and I got it and never read it. And it is perfect right now because it fits with this second challenge of reading a book with a spooky title, and it also works for the 5th challenge, which is to read a book with a spooky setting. So Dark Days is set up in Seattle, which is a very different Seattle of the one you're used to. It's a city that is crawling with the supernatural, with werewolves and vampires and everything spooky. Kind of great for a Halloween themed reading session, I think. And other than just having paranormal creatures there, some people are not as free as the others because the orphans in the city are not allowed to live ever. So the main character, Asire Thomas, she's been living in Seattle since she was 16, and she knows quite well how the city works, and she's trying to help other orphans, and that's all I know about it. I want to read it and see how it goes. The third challenge of the Spookathon was to read a book based on a childhood fear. I didn't really have such prominent childhood fears, but I know there was a time where I was kind of afraid of the dark. So I kind of stretched that because I had no other ideas of fears that I could explore. I think the most oppressive darkness that you can ever face is space. I mean, if you're in space, it's nothing but a whole mass of darkness waiting for you, and if you step outside, you probably die. Even with a suit, if you're too far away from anything shielding you from the dark space around you, you'll die eventually. So the book I've chosen is Morning Star by Pierce Brown. This is the third book in the Red Rising series, which I've been loving. And I'm currently listening to book 2. I started reading it a while back. I have it in ebook and audiobook. But it kind of made me cry a lot, so I stopped. And when I picked it up, I thought I'd try audiobooks, because I have to walk about quite a bit, run errands, go to the park with my dog for him to, you know, run around and have fun and play. And that's the best time to have an audiobook, to just, you know, not waste all that time when you just sit there and look at your dog run. So that made sense. This is the second audiobook in the series, Morning Star. I'm planning to finish the second book by then. I don't have much of it left because I've been listening to it all the time. It's really enticing. It's quite adventurous, and it's a space opera, and it's sci-fi and dystopian at the same time, but I don't know how to explain it. It's a lovely book. I have already reviewed the first book in the series on my Eyes on Books blog, and I plan to do reviews of the second and third book in the series as well. So this is perfect for the bookathon, albeit a bit long. The fourth challenge is to read a book with orange on the cover. And I have Relentless in case things don't work out and I don't read as much as I was supposed to, but my other choice is, I don't think you can see it much here, but I'll show the cover, is The Jackal's House by Anna Butler. It has some oranges in the back of the cover where you can see the scenery and stuff, because, you know, it's desert and it looks kind of golden in places and kind of orangey, like a dusty, dirty orange in other places, so that works as well. The Jackal's House is a steampunk, which works kind of well with the spooky theme. It would be a spooky world to live in, but as you know, I love Anna Butler. I've been loving her sci-fi for a long time now. I'm waiting impatiently for her to finish the Taking Shield series and finally release the last book in the series, but while that happens, luckily for me, she releases other books too, and although I haven't read that much steampunk, I just want to read this one and see how it is. So that would be my fourth book added to the readathon. As I said, the fifth challenge to read a book with a spooky setting is already covered by Dark Days, but because I wanted to have 5 books to read, I've also chosen Model Citizen by Lisa Casey, which is a shorter book, but it's a mystery thriller kind of book, so it works really well with the thriller book of the Spookathon. This is a gay fiction book. I chose it because the main characters are both plagued with PTSD and the aftermath of really traumatic events. One of them for finding his brother after he killed himself. The other one is just home from a war zone and they have to work together and investigate stuff because they have a PI agency. That's my stretch goal, to read all 5. I hope you find these books intriguing, and if you're doing this bookathon, please let me know in the comments down below. I would love to chat with you about it, and it's always fun when more of us do it. And yeah, that's it. Before I go, in case you've missed yesterday's video, I would like to remind you that Dusk to Dawn is free until October 15th, so until the end of the day on Sunday. It is a gay contemporary romance, and if you like that sort of thing, please bear in mind that this is set in Romania. It's something that spans over a long period of time, something like a couple of decades. It starts when the protagonist is a teen and then follows him into adulthood. So it's not a feel-good read, but it's one that I love quite a bit. And if you're interested in reading something from me and sampling it, this is free. Download it, read it, and let me know what you think. So that's it for me. Well, except for the fact that I completely forgot to tell you when Spookathon is happening. Oh my god, it happens for a full week and it starts Monday. I will leave all the dates and details in the description down below because I'm an airhead and forget important stuff, like telling you when something happens. God damn it. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Please like this video if you enjoyed it. Maybe leave a comment if you'd like. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. It's really lovely to see more of you join me here on YouTube, and it's great to chat with you in the comments. And I will see you tomorrow because remember, this is Vlogtober. I am posting a video every day, even if it's not the traditional vlog type format because I'm really bad at that. But I'm going to try that too. So yeah, see you all very soon. Bye!